are you sure these are just our bills and not the whole neighborhood's?
They are all ours.
What about this one? Eureka Blood Bank, $117?
You pay more for premium.
Herman, this calculator needs recharging again.
Okay.
Thank you, dear.
You know, Lily, recharging those appliances really leaves me drained.
Spelling the word cat leaves you drained.
Well, we made it again this month.
If we spend any more money, I am going to have to get a second job.
Oh, you're doing fine at the mortuary, dear. You can't help it if business is dead.
Problem is, it's not dead enough.
Hi, Eddie. How was basketball practice?
Why was I born?
Hyman, I thought you had that talk with him.
I'm never gonna be any good if I have to play in these sneakers.
But we just bought you those sneakers.
If I'm gonna fly on that basketball court, I gotta get some Air Jordans. Only what? $100.
For $100, they should come with Michael Jordan in them.
Eddie, we can't afford $100.
But all the other kids have them.
Eddie, if all the other kids had chicken pox, would you want it too?
Depends. Would it get me out of math class?
Hi, everybody. My girlfriends and I have decided where we're going on our school vacation.
Oh, that's nice, dear.
Huh? What? How come she gets to go on vacation and I can't get a pair of Air Jordans?
Because she is using her own money. Where you going, Marilyn?
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, I was in Florida in 1690. I had a great time on the beach. Just me and Ponce de Leon's sister, Lupe de Leon.
Fort Lauderdale, isn't that where the boys are?
Why do you think we're going there?
Why do you think we're saying no?
Oh, I get it. You don't trust me.
We trust you. It's the boys we don't trust.
All you ever do is say no.
We hope you do the same.
I'm sorry, dear, but your uncle feels that it's not right, and I have to agree with him.
You two always stick together.
Like two wool socks in a dryer.
Sometimes we have to set rules. It's part of being a parent.
You know, just once I wish you could see things from our point of view.
The laundry's done.
Everything's washed, starched, dried, and folded.
Did you sort Herman's boxer shorts by their cartoon characters?
Yes, from Archie all the way to Wally Walrus.
Can we go meet our friends for pizza?
No.
May we go to the movies?
No.
We respect your decision.
We
love you.
Isn't it wonderful having children?
Yes, they do everything we want, and we say no to everything they want. Let's have a few more and start our own domestic agency.
We cleaned our rooms.
I waxed Grandpa's coffin.
Well, you certainly took your time about it.
Can we watch television now?
No.
Then we'll read books and enrich our minds.
We love you.
I think we're spoiling them. Next thing you know, they'll be asking for winter coats and childhood vaccinations.
Ah, but when they do ask, we will have an answer for them.
No.
All our chores are done. May we have our allowance?
Why? Have you already spent the nickel we gave you for Christmas?
But what about lunch money?
No! What is it with you children and food? I fed you last week.
Please?
No. No, 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 no. No. I can't believe you think we're like that. We give you kids everything you want.
Then can I have my high tops?
No.
Rest my case.
We're old enough to be treated like adults.
In vampire years, you're still not out of diapers.
Well, did it ever occur to you that I might be mature for my age?
No. But just in case, Lily, put a lock on her room.
Aunt Lily!
You two children are being unreasonable. I think we are wonderful parents.
Absolutely. Why don't you try to see it from our point of view? Hi, honey, I'm home.
Thank you, heavens. We have to hurry. The children are waiting.
I'm sorry. Here's my pay.
Children, it's here.
What do you need this week, children? As usual, the sky's the limit.
Well, I need $30 for my Paul Abdul concert ticket.
Just one? Oh, anything else?
$60 for my share of the limo to get me there.
Oh, we have such a classy son.
Take it out of 100. Make sure it's a stretch limo.
Now, how much do you need, Marilyn?
Wait a second! I'm not done yet. I need $500 for my mountain bike.
Oh, of course, dear. Happy peddling. Now, what was it you wanted, Marilyn?
Well, I need spending money for my trip to Europe.
Oh, you're going to have such fun. Take lots of pictures.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. I need a camera, too.
Oh, a camera. Let's see. Will 200 cover it?
What? No zoom lens?
Sorry. 250?
How much is left, Lily?
$13. And this has to go for the mortgage, the food, and the medical payments.
Wait a second. What about the designer wardrobe for my trip? I need LA gear, Guess, Esprit. If you don't have the right clothes, they throw you off the continent.
Oh, of course, dear. Here's the last $13.
But, Lily, I worked 60 hours overtime this week. I didn't buy anything for myself.
Pop! Sometimes you are so selfish.
But I need new tires for the hearse. It's so embarrassing to change a flat with a loved one in the back. Please.
No!
No, we're nothing like that.
You don't know what it's like to be a kid.
You don't know what it's like to be a parent.
You don't know what it's like trying to read with all this noise.
So you think it's easy being a parent, hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than being a kid.
Oh, really? Okay. Why don't we try being the kids for a couple of days?
And you two try being the parents.
Great.
Fine.
This is against human nature. Of course, a lot we do falls into that category.
Let's start tomorrow morning.
Why wait until tomorrow morning? Let's start now.
Good idea. You two get to bed.
Fine. Make the lunches, wash the laundry. Oh, and get a job.
This could be a good week to visit Transylvania.
You know, Herman, these last 2 days, being a kid has really been fun.
Eat lead, alien swine.
Curl up and die, mushroom head.
Oh, I wonder if being a teenager means I have to get acne.
Who cares? We found the cure.
Speaking of which, I wonder if Marilyn and Eddie are gonna let us go to the drive-in movie tonight.
What's playing?
Why? Are you planning to watch the movie?
I love being a teenager.
Oh, me too. I think we struck the best deal.
Although, I don't know if I could get used to having a curfew on school nights.
Yeah, they are pretty strict. Oh, you should hear the way Marilyn screams every time I use her makeup.
Eddie grounded me just because after I washed my face, I forgot to put the cap back on the battery acid.
Well, shopping's done. Is it too much to ask for a little help here?
Can't you guys stay off our backs for 5 minutes?
I sure hope you got something we like.
You'll eat what we served you, young lady. All right, young man, here's a 20 for your troubles.
Did you get my cookies?
We got cookies, we got M&Ms, we got chips, dips, donuts, and ding-dongs.
That's just the health food.
I'm surprised you had enough money for all this food.
Well, it was easy. We even have money left.
You do? Well, now I am impressed. Herman and I can barely make ends meet, especially after paying the mortgage.
Mortgage?
Yeah, you know, the money I pay to keep our belongings out of shopping carts.
The house payment. The money I gave you was to pay for all of the bills, including the house payment.
All the bills?
Electric, water, moat maintenance.
Didn't you see the pile of bills on the mantel?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we saw them.
And you paid them?
No. We just saw them. Right?
You're supposed to pay them.
Look, enough about the bills. They're taken care of. Did you clean the kitchen, Lily?
We're not supposed to do that. We're the kids.
Herman, I'm only gonna tell you this once. I want you to put the groceries in the kitchen or there'll be no electricity for your neck.
But I have to have electricity.
But I have to have electricity. I need. Me. You know, that's all I keep hearing from you two. Now hit the kitchen.
All right. But we're not gonna do the dishes.
Listen, young lady, as long as you're living under our roof, you'll do what we say.
But we were right in the middle of a Nintendo game.
The only but I'm concerned with is yours, and I want it in that kitchen now.
Boy, are you guys tough. Come on, Lily, we'll crank up the stereo till their ears bleed.
Come on, move it. Do it, chop, chop. Get to work. How much do we have left?
$32.
Oh. The mortgage is over $200.
Well, that's probably just their asking price. They'll come down.
Well, it is their asking price, but get this. They ask it every month. Oh, boy, look at all these bills.
Leonard, I told you if you didn't take care of your teeth, your gums would recede. Boy, when was the last time you flossed? Don't lie to me. There's a piece of crocodile chop in here from 1846. Well, I'd love to stay and jaw with you, but I got an appointment. And stay away from that chocolate. It's bad for your complexion.
Hi, Grandpa. Where are you going?
The dentist. I'm having my teeth sharpened.
Can we ask you a question?
Okay, but hurry up, huh? This dentist charges by the minute. I gotta meet him at his mother's house.
Doesn't he have an office?
He lost it in a lawsuit over removing a patient's tongue. Mistake could have happened to anybody.
Grandpa, could you lend us a very small amount of money?
Sure, how much do you need?
$368.50.
A month.
What? If I had that kind of money, I'd have my coffin air conditioned.
We're just a little short on the bills.
Ah, you thought being parents was going to be so easy, huh? Don't say I didn't warn you. Look, if I had the money, I'd give it to you. Then again, if I had the money, would I be going to a dentist who calls his hygienist mommy?
Eddie, we're finished. We're at Pauper's Creek without a paddle. Because of us, we could lose the house. What do you think we should do?
Well, is there someone else we could borrow money from besides Grandpa?
How about a loan shark?
Oh, sure. Yeah, they don't always put you in concrete shoes. Sometimes they just break your legs. Ugh, I wish I was a kid again. Then I could run away from home.
Whoever thought that being a parent would be such a hassle?
Yeah. After they say go to your room, they still have to worry about paying for it.
Maybe we should tell them we're ready to be the kids again.
No way. Look, we'll worry about the mortgage tomorrow. Right now, I'm having too much fun being the parent. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to punish Pop. Again.
For what?
Joan Crawford never needed a reason. Hey, Pop!
My day at school was so humiliating.
Your day. Get this. I had to spend 4 hours in detention because of my math teacher. He said, if X equals 3 and Y equals 9, how do I get 17? I said I buy it at the newsstand like everybody else.
Well, at least you didn't get suspended.
Herman Munster, you got suspended on your first day at school?
I was writing a note to excuse myself for a doctor's appointment, and they caught me forging my own signature.
School is the worst. And here they're treating us like slaves. Oh, it's not as much fun as I thought being a kid.
Yeah, being a kid is way unradical, dude. And they've been much tougher on us than we've ever been on them. Yesterday, they wouldn't even let me go bowling with the guys.
Why not?
No reason, just said no. All my friends are laughing at me.
You think you have problems. Marilyn asked me how far we've gone.
What did you tell her?
I lied. Well, I didn't want to have a bad reputation at school. Oh, Herman, I don't want to be a kid anymore. I want to go back to being a parent again.
Me too.
But we can't let them know that.
We won't have to. They'll crumble first.
And if they don't?
We'll put ourselves up for adoption.
What's with this silence? I know the cat didn't get your tongue. He's in no shape to do that. Not one laugh. This is my A material.
Well, I guess I'm just a little tired.
Are you saying you're getting tired of being parents?
No.
No.
We didn't say that.
Then everything's just fine?
Yeah, fine.
You betcha.
Couldn't be better.
Right. How about you two? Everything fine?
Yeah, fine.
You betcha.
Couldn't be better.
Right. I haven't heard so much bull since my trip to Spain.
I don't know what you're talking about, Grandpa.
While you guys are playing your silly trading places game here, you're forgetting just one little thing.
What's that?
Me. Who picked up my cape at the cleaners? Nobody, I bet. And I need it for my 300th high school reunion.
I thought I told you kids to pick that up.
When?
When you were recording them out.
We didn't hear you.
Well, you never hear anything. What am I supposed to do? Make a neon sign?
Did you get the air freshener for my casket? Smells so bad you'd think somebody died in there.
Nobody put it on the shopping list. How was I supposed to know?
You're the parent. You're supposed to know everything.
Of course we know everything. Pass the mortgage, please.
Mortgage?
Ketchup. I said pass the ketchup.
No, you said mortgage. I distinctly heard you say mortgage. She said mortgage.
I heard mortgage.
Speaking of mortgage, how'd you guys make out borrowing money?
They're borrowing money?
Why do they need to borrow money?
Well, it certainly wasn't for the purpose of paying the mortgage.
That's right. If any money was borrowed, and we're not saying any was, well, it certainly wasn't to pay the mortgage.
You mean you don't have the money to pay it?
Well, that's only one way of putting it. I prefer to say that we're experiencing a little red ink in our fiduciary balance sheets.
Well, I'll balance your sheets. Because of you, we're going to get thrown out of our house.
Which in my case will only add to one of the scariest problems of modern America. The homeless vampire.
Well, it's all your fault for putting us in charge.
Us? You were the ones who couldn't wait to blow the mortgage money on ding-dongs.
Yeah, well, you were the ones who couldn't wait to get into a 3-hour lip lock at the drive-in.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. The fact is that we're in final jeopardy and the category is Munster evictions.
That's right. Eddie, we might as well admit it. We goofed.
Yeah. I guess his parents really suck eggs, huh? You know, I didn't realize that being a parent meant you had to pay for everything.
I never realized that being a kid meant you had to give up your constitutional rights.
I got this weird idea. Herman and Lily could go back to being the parents. Marilyn and Eddie could be the kids. That way you can all four do what you do best. Take care of me.
What do you think, Herman?
Well, it's okay with me. As long as the money for all that junk food comes out of your allowance.
It's a deal.
Hey, what about the mortgage?
Well, don't bother us with that. We're just the kids.
What happened at school today, Eddie?
Well, our biology teacher told us how babies are made.
Did he explain it has to be done in the summertime?
In the summertime, why?
Well, it has to be warm so you can dig up all the parts.
The parts?
You know. The arms, the legs, the brain. You sew them all together, you add a bunch of electricity, and there you have it. A baby.
Yeah. Well, Pop, if it's okay with you, I'm going with the teacher's way. It sounds like a lot more fun.